Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Babagede Imo TV. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Fear must not lead our youths out of the country, or Shibajo. Nigerians blast Akeredolu over statement on refund of 13% all. Yoruba youth kicks call agitation against Ariwola in northernization. Biafran group declares sit-at-home order from December 9th till 14th. Suspected herdsmen stab man to death in Rivers community. Jigab couple arrested for burying newborn baby alive. On foreign, King Charles III invites Ngozi Fulani to palace after racism row. And finally, on sports, Messi names 3 countries to win trophy at the ongoing FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Now the news in detail. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has urged the Nigerian youth to be hopeful and not to be pressured to leave the country out of fear of the unknown. Osinbajo made this appeal during the 2022 service of 9 lessons and carols held on Sunday evening at the National Christian Center in Abuja. He said fear of the unknown should not be allowed to lead our young people to migrate to other countries in search of greener pastures. We can make our pastures here greener again. It requires commitment and consistency. He expressed hope that Nigeria would overcome the difficulties as the elections and population census would be conducted peacefully without rancor. Osinbajo urged Nigerians to change the lens through which they view the country's system and current predicaments and to always have positive expectations. He said the theme of this year's celebration is Fear Not. This is a very important subject for every one of us, even as we approach 2023, which has been described as a year that Nigeria seems to be at a crossroad. Moving on to the next story. Nigerians on Saturday came down hard on Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu over his statement on the usage of the 13% oil derivation. River State Governor Nyesom Wike a few days ago revealed that the federal government has paid all outstanding 13% derivation funds due to the oil-producing states of the Niger Delta. Akeredolu confirmed the receipt of 13% oil derivation subsidy and Sure-P refunds from the Federation account in the last 2 years, 2021-2022, explained that the funds received by the state were expended on capital projects and payment of accumulated salary arrears. Akeredolu also disassociated himself from those alleged to have been stealing funds meant for the local government from the Federation Account Allocation Committee FAAC. He said that the funds received from the federal government were judiciously expended on some key capital projects across the 3 senatorial districts of the state. However, Akeredolu's explanations did not go down well with many Nigerians, especially Ondo State residents, who accused him of keeping quiet about the money until Wike's revelation. Moving to the next story. Yoruba youth kicks call agitation against Ariwola a northernization agenda. A body of youth named Yoruba Development Coalition (YDC) has kicked against reported protest against the Chief Justice of Nigeria (CJN), Justice Kayode Ariwola, by some northerners, charging those behind the protest to allow the apex judicial officer to concentrate on his national assignment. The forum, which is saddled with the responsibility of working for the development of Yoruba land and progress of all Yoruba sons and daughters, appreciated President Muhammadu Buhari's administration for the appointment of Justice Kayode Ariwola as CJN, which was confirmed by the state and the Senate, and a release issued at the end of a special meeting held at Ibadan on Sunday. The group queried the reason for what they called bad blood as currently showed by some northerners. The release, which was jointly signed by Comrade Oni Aroshoge, who represented Ekiti, Cornelius Akinshete, Ondo, Jide Bolariwa and Ajayi Jawando for Lagos and Osun, while Comrade Ismail Aleni and Niyi Oshitelu signed for Oyo and Ogun states respectively, pointed out the fact that those engaging in such protests represented disgruntled northern youth without direction on how things should be run in a multi-ethnic nation like Nigeria. Nigerians of good conscience must rise up to defend truth, judicial independence, and right to human dignity that CJN Justice Airola stands for. His fundamental right must be protected and respected by all, irrespective of bad media and fake news circulating in the country. Moving on to the next story from the southeastern part of the country. A group which claims to fight for the creation of a Biafran Republic has declared a sit-at-home order in the southeast from December 9th through to the 14th, warning that anyone seen outside on those days would be killed. In a threatening video released with no mention of its name or location, the group advised people in Biafra land to stock the foodstuff they need in their homes that will last them for the days of the sit-at-home, as an attempt or any attempt to step out of their homes would be met with death. In the 1 minute 42 seconds video, a voice is heard saying the group would summarily kill anyone who flouts the stay-at-home order, warning that anyone who disobeys the warning will pay with their lives. The information is that from December 9th, December 10, December 11, December 12, 13, and 14, nobody should be seen outside. It is a sit-at-home, the announcer said. From southeast to south-south, precisely River States, a young man identified as Emeka Wobido from Obele community in Emoha, local government area of River State, has been killed by suspected herdsmen operating in the community. Some herdsmen in the community had last week alleged that energies of the Obele community killed over 20 of their cows and allegedly threatened to deal with the people. The threat was said to have been reported to the Emoha local council authorities, which also intervened. Some persons in the community on Sunday alleged that Wobido, who was found lifeless in the farmland within a border town between Obele and Elele communities, was stabbed to death by the suspected herdsman in the reprisal attack over the alleged killing of their cows. The youth president of Obele community, Richard Amadi, who confirmed the incident, expressed displeasure over the killing even while the council authorities were trying to resolve the crisis. He called on the government and security agencies to intervene urgently in the matter to restore peace. Police officers attached to the Rumuji police station have taken away the corpse. Moving on to Jigawa State from Rivers. A 30-year-old woman, Balarabe Shehu, and a partner, Ahmadu Saleh, alias Dan Kwaro, have been arrested in Kiawa LGA of Kwara State for burying their newly born baby alive. Jigawa Police Command spokesperson DSP Lawan Adam explained that a couple were arrested following that one Balarabe Shehu was suspected to have given birth the newborn baby. On receipt of the report, a team of policemen mobilized and proceeded to the scene of the crime, and on arrival, detectives swung into action and exhumed the new baby from the toilet where she was buried by the suspected mother. Consequently, the baby was rushed to the General Hospital in Dutse, where it was certified dead by the medical doctor at hand. The police spokesman said preliminary investigation revealed that the mother buried the baby with the explanation that the pregnancy was unwanted, which eventually led to the arrest of Ahmadu Saleh alias Dankwaro. He was alleged to be responsible for the unwanted pregnancy to the said Balaraba and conspired to bury the baby after delivery. According to the statement, the Commissioner of Police, Jigawa State Police Command, CP Emmanuel Effium, directed that the case be transferred to the SCID department in Dutse for discreet investigation. Moving on to the foreign story. King Charles III and Queen Consort Camilla have reportedly extended an invitation to Ngozi Fulani to meet with them at the Buckingham Palace amid ongoing racism row in the palace. Last week, after attending an event hosted by the Queen Consort, Fulani took to social media to say she had been repeatedly asked where she really came from by Lady Susan Olsen, who was also at the reception. Fulani, who heads up Sister Space, which offers specialist support for African and Caribbean heritage women affected by abuse, alleges that Lady Ose approached me, moved my head to see my name badge, and then asked several questions and several times, "Where do you people come from?" Fulani told her followers that the experience had left her with mixed feelings about her visit to Buckingham Palace. Shortly after the claims came to light, King Charles III Prince William and Kate Middleton, spokesman, said that Hussey's remarks were not acceptable and deeply regrettable. Lady Hussey, who was Queen Elizabeth II's longest-serving lady in waiting and Prince William's godmother, later resigned from her role in the royal household and apologized for her comments. Now the Mail on Sunday says palace sources have confirmed that Charles and Camilla will meet with Fulani to address what happened at the event and the issues involved. The move comes after Fulani told the host of Good Morning Britain last week that she would be happy to have the conversation with the palace and that she was hoping for positive results. Going to the last story on sports. Argentina captain Lionel Messi has picked out 3 countries that could go on to win the 2022 World Cup. Messi feels Brazil, Spain and France have what it takes to lift the trophy. The Paris Saint-Germain star, however, left out England, who beat Senegal 3-0 to reach the quarterfinal on Sunday. Messi scored the opener as they saw up Australia 2-1 in the last 16 and will now face the Netherlands in the quarterfinal. Messi has now been asked about the nations left in the World Cup. He said, "We have seen the entire World Cup. The matches that we can. Of course, Brazil is playing very well except for the defeat they had against Cameroon. They continue to be one of the greatest and great favorites to win and lift the cup in Qatar." That ends the world news from BGI this hour. Before we go, some major headlines. Fear must not lead out our youths from the country, or Shibajo. Nigeria's blast Akeredolu overstatement on refund of 30% or derivation. Yoruba youth kicks cold agitation against Ariwola and modernization claims. And finally on sports. Messi names 3 countries that could win the World Cup. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Babagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawa. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.